guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're doing well. The topic of today's video is open top aquariums versus closed top aquariums, or aquariums with a lid. And this video was actually requested by one of my viewers. I think he was building his own aquarium and he kind of wanted to know the pros and cons of open top aquariums. So that's what we'll be talking about. I think it's obvious from my little gallery here that I prefer open top aquariums. Rimless aquariums actually. So let's dive a little bit deeper into why I prefer that and what are the benefits and what are the downsides. Okay, so the main reason why I prefer open top aquariums is just because of aesthetics. I think these rimless aquariums look looks very modern. I really like it. Of course, this is something completely personal, but in my opinion, those aquariums with a lid and with a cover, sometimes it looks very bulky, and sometimes it's made from quite cheap plastic, so I don't really like how that looks. Of course, you can get these aquariums with a lot more high quality finish, but then you pay for that as well. And that brings me to my next topic, and that is price. Now, with these glass only rimless aquariums, they're usually they are a bit cheaper than aquariums with a lid or with some sort of cover. Of course, it's not always the case, but in general, glass only aquariums are cheaper because you're only paying for the glass. You don't have to pay for some cover or braces or whatever. And I like to keep things low budget, so that's why I also prefer these glass only aquariums. Okay, so reason number 3 has everything to do with maintenance, because I'm the kind of guy who always keeps his hand wet, and whenever I'm sitting in front of the aquarium, I always see something that I can do. You know, I can remove a little bit of algae, or I can trim a plant, or remove some floating leaves or something like that. So for me, it's very easy to do maintenance with these open top aquariums. If I would have a lid on my aquarium, I would constantly have to remove the lid, do the maintenance, put the lid back on. It would just be too much hassle, you know. Another reason why I prefer open aquariums is because we can actually look at the aquarium from above. You know, it adds another dimension. We can see the fish swimming from above. We can have plants growing out of the water. We can have hardscape sticking out of the water, just like here. And all of that wouldn't be possible if we had a lid. Okay, so this video actually made me curious to see what are the options for a closed top aquariums when it comes to nano aquariums, because I mostly have nanos. So if you type into Google nano aquariums and then you go to shopping, there's actually not a lot of options for closed top aquariums. I mean, I think 70–80% of the aquariums here are all open top. There's a fluval here, the fluval flex, that would be an option, but in general, most of them are all open top. I think it's a little bit different when it comes to bigger aquariums. I think with bigger aquariums you have more options for closed top aquariums, but yeah, nanos, very limited options. Okay, so the last reason why I prefer open top aquariums has everything to do with equipment. I had closed top aquariums in the past, and from what I remember, they always had a few slots in the back where you could fit your cables through, your pipe work, but they were always in the back. So you were always limited to these few slots as to where you put your equipment. And with these open top aquariums, we can decide where we want to put our outflow, we can decide where we want to put our diffuser. They can be at the front, they can be at the back, they can be at the side. It doesn't really matter, you know, we're not limited by where these slots are. So that's one reason. And another reason is lights. I think these days high quality LED lights are mostly designed for open top aquariums. For example, if you look at the Chihiros, that's a light that sits on legs, and those legs sit on the edge of the aquarium. And there's no way that we can build this into a lid, for example. So there are just a lot more options for high quality lights for open top aquariums. So that's the last reason why I prefer these type of aquariums. But there's definitely some downsides to it as well. So let's look at the downside of having an open top aquarium. Okay, so the biggest downside of having an open top aquarium is of course the fact that you can have fish jumping out. That's the main reason. So we need to be a little bit more cautious about our fish choice and just stay away from fish that are labeled as jumpy. And for me personally, whenever I get new fish, I will always use a little bit of a lid. This is just plexiglass. So I will have some sort of lid for the fjord. So I will have some sort of lid for the first few days until the fish are adjusted to a new environment, and they'll be a little bit more comfortable and not as jumpy. So yeah, jumping fish is definitely a downside. Another thing that I actually really don't like about open top aquariums is the glare that's coming from the lights. So I always notice that in the evening when I'm just chilling in front of the aquariums and it's dark in the room, I'm always looking at the aquarium and my eyes are always squinting. So I'm always sort of looking at it like this. So I think because I have open top aquariums, in a few years I'm going to have a lot of wrinkles here. Well, I guess that's the price you pay for having open top aquariums. But then again, we have all this extra light coming from the aquariums and we're not using the light from the living room. So I guess we save a little bit of electricity. So I guess that's not a plus side. But the last downside for me about having open top aquariums is of course the evaporation. So every few days the water level drops and you get these white hard water marks on the glass, and you need to top up the aquariums with fresh water, and that's a bit of a downside of having an open top aquarium. So yeah, to sum it up, I like rimless aquariums first of all because of aesthetics. I think they look a bit better. Second of all, they're usually a bit cheaper. It's easier for me to do maintenance. I can view the aquarium from above. I can have hardscape coming out of the aquarium. I can have plants growing out of the aquarium. I have more options where I can put my equipment, and I have more options regarding lights. And I don't like my rimless aquariums because my fish can jump out. I have a lot of evaporation and hard water marks, and I'm gonna get a lot of wrinkles from the glare of the lights. So yeah, altogether those downsides don't weigh up against all the good things and the benefits of having an open top aquarium. I don't see myself changing anytime soon, unless somebody comes up with a really nice design closed top aquarium, then maybe, who knows. But yeah guys, I'm curious, what do you guys think, and what is your preference? Do you prefer open top aquariums or closed? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you want me to cover any other topics about the aquarium hobby, let me know as well. That's it for this video. As always, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.